Hello, this is Peter with another video. Today I thought I'd do an update on my peach trees. As you can see, this one here is now in full bloom. Some of the flowers are open already and some are just starting to open. I was fine with this variety. I think it's the Bonanza, a dwarf patio peach. It tends to open the leaves out at the same time that it's opening the flowers, instead of opening the flowers first. But yeah, it's covered in flowers this year, which is great to see because I don't think it got many flowers last year. I think it only had 2 or 3. So it looks like we might have a better chance this year of getting some fruit set. I've had this tree quite a while now. I had to look back to check. I think I've had it at least 5 or 6 years, something like that, and it has been a very dwarf plant. It doesn't grow very much. I did repot it, might have been last year. I'll have to check back. But yeah, it seems to be doing quite well at the moment. I overwintered it outside, which isn't what you should do. Really, you need to keep these protected from the rain over winter, so it's going to get leaf curl, peach leaf curl. It's almost guaranteed. But in fact, I can already see some of these leaves might be starting to get a bit of leaf curl on them. But yeah, I will be moving this inside the greenhouse. Like I did last year, I'll be moving it into the greenhouse once there's a bit of space in there, because I found last year, once it's in the greenhouse, it starts to grow a little bit faster and the leaf curl then isn't really much of an issue. Whereas if I leave it outside, it'll just struggle all year with leaf curl, and it'll eventually just stop growing basically, and it could even kill the plant. It did nearly die a couple of years ago. But yeah, this one is looking pretty good for the first time in about 5 years. But yeah, it's doing quite well. I'll just quickly feature some of my other peaches, various amounts of flowers on them. This one here is, well, it was meant to be the Crimson Bonfire. It's definitely not Crimson Bonfire. You can see though there are some flowers on it, and they are different colour to the Bonanza peach. They're a lighter, paler colour. So it's not the same variety. I thought maybe it was going to be a mislabeled one and could have turned out to be the same as this Bonanza, but it's not. It's definitely a different variety, but it's not the Crimson Bonfire, which it was supposed to be. It's got some dead branches which I need to prune off. It's also full of weeds, some grass that's self-seeded in there. I need to get all that out. This whole area around here needs de-weeding, to be honest. It's a bit neglected. I'll try and get on top of that this spring. But yeah, you can see this one is heavily affected with leaf curl already. So I'm going to have to get this in the greenhouse soon. Otherwise it's just going to struggle, unless the weather stays nice and dry and sunny like it is at the moment. It is looking quite promising for the next 10 days or so. There's no rain forecast and it's looking nice and sunny for the next 10 days, so it might be able to grow out of the leaf curl. But yeah, we've no idea what variety this actually is. I'm hoping it might get fruit this year so that I can actually figure out what it might be. Over here is my Red Haven peach. This one is not growing as much as the others. In fact, it's only got a couple of flowers on it. And the flowers it does have are not very large, they're quite small. Look a little bit deformed actually. So I'm not sure what's up with this peach tree. It did grow pretty well last year, so I'm a little bit surprised why it's not flowering much. But yeah, we'll just keep an eye on this one. And this one here is my Nectarine. It did produce 2 Nectarines for me last year. Got it brand new last year. I shouldn't really have let it fruit with it being a first year planting, but it does seem to be doing okay. It's got a couple of flower buds coming out, not many, only about 3 flowers that I can see. The new growth doesn't look too bad. Some leaf curl on this growth here. This was supposed to be the Lord Napier variety from Victoriana Nursery, but I don't think that's actually correct, because the Lord Napier is actually a white-fleshed nectarine, and this turned out to be a yellow-fleshed nectarine, but I'm not going to pursue Victoriana over that. It's annoying you don't get the right variety, but yeah, it did turn out to be quite a tasty fruit, so I'm not going to bother complaining about it. So yeah, hopefully this will also grow quite well this year. I've got one last peach tree which I just got this over winter, so I'll just feature that quickly. Okay, so this last peach tree here, as I mentioned, is a brand new one this year. Well, I say brand new, it's a new plant, it's not a new variety. This is the Avalon Pride variety, which is supposed to be leaf curl resistant. And those of you that might have watched my channel for a while will remember I did have one of these before, but unfortunately last year it did suffer from some kind of canker, which eventually killed off the whole grafted section. Not even sure if the rootstock might have died as well, but yeah, I threw that away because I didn't want it infecting any of my other peach trees. But this one I only got it over winter, as I mentioned, and I've had it in the shed. I repotted it about a month or so ago as a bare root plant, and yeah, it's been sat in the shed just to keep it dry. I've moved it out now. We've got some nice sunny weather, and the buds have just started to open since I moved it outside. So yeah, it seems to be doing okay at the moment. I'll have to keep a close eye on all the peaches though for any signs of disease. But yeah, peach trees seem to be very susceptible to various diseases in our climate. So yeah, I'm going to keep a very close eye on these. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this update on the peach trees. As I mentioned, I'll try and keep everyone up to date on how these get on. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll be sure to keep you all up to date on how these peach trees get on. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.